94.7, today's Sunny 95.
Welcome to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the show that brings you man-on-the-street interviews, celebrity guests, groundbreaking research, and heartwarming stories about the reasons we smile. Our show is also known as everything you've always wanted to know about dentistry, but were too numb to ask. Hello, I'm General Dentist Dr. Kvitko, and thank you for joining me today.
The following views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of this station, its staff, management, or parent company. To hear a replay of this show or one of the great shows that previously aired, log on to thereasonswesmile.com or iTunes, keyword Dr. Kvitko or The Reasons We Smile. Listeners should not use Dr. Kvitko's comments and advice in place of an actual dental exam.
Brighten your life with a smile that shows the professional touch of Dr. Kvitko.
Time now for The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Call 459-9769 to discuss your dental issues. Now, here's your host, Dr. Kvitko.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Reasons We Smile. I'm Dr. Kvitko. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is episode number 580, and our topic today is the weirdest, funniest, or most embarrassing stories about people's dentists that they tweeted using the hashtag #MyWeirdDentist when prompted by Jimmy Fallon. Okay, apparently a while back Jimmy Fallon did one of these hashtags. It was about dentistry, and I didn't realize it. I wasn't awake that evening apparently, and so I missed it, but we're going to talk about it today. Before we get started, let me remind you, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's at Dr. Kvitko. And if you'd please go to my office Facebook page and like us, that would be awesome. And also, all past episodes, complete with video, are available at thereasonswesmile.com, and our website is drkvitko.com. Okay, I want to remind you that in about 10 minutes, we're going to give away free flowers from DeSantis Florist. They're going to be delivered to your place of business this Tuesday afternoon. If you want to pre-program your phone right now, the number is 614-459-9769. 614-459-9769. And so let's go ahead and do some of these. There are a bunch of them, and I'm hoping I have time for all of them. But if not, we'll maybe do some more another day. So again, Jimmy Fallon does this a lot. And he asks people to share their weirdest, funniest, or most embarrassing stories about their dentist by using the hashtag #MyWeirdDentist. And some of these are pretty cool. I was looking at them and reading them. And so first one is, let's see, Ro Solov's U of M. Must be somebody that went to University of Michigan, the very first one. All right, it says, my dentist told me a tooth had to come out, and I said, oh, I'd rather have a baby. Now, this looks like a guy. The dentist reply, make up your mind, I'd have to adjust the chair. Or you'd have to sit opposite in it or something. I don't know. Anyway. So then Bambi, which is at _ Bambi, which maybe could also be University of Michigan. I don't know. My producer's wearing a University of Michigan shirt, by the way. And it says, when I asked my dentist what he gives to unruly kids, he answered candy. I asked why, and he said job security. Hey, why not, right? No, it is funny that physicians would get, maybe they still do, especially pediatricians, would give kids suckers after their appointment. And we dentists are going, don't do that. Give them a sticker like we do. Give them something that's not going to rot their teeth. Let's see. Somebody responded to that one. This is, now that's a sustainable business model. Yeah, and then he said it's like this comic about the orthopedist who at night would place concrete-filled footballs around the park. Concrete-filled footballs around the park, so when people pick it up, they'd have to call him for repairs. Anyway, okay, this other one is this all-awkward girl. Okay, my dentist was in the middle of telling me how important it is to floss when his dentures fell out and hit me in the head. That can't be true. You think that's true? I don't know. That'd be like going to a marriage counselor who's divorced 3 times or something. You wouldn't want to go to a dentist who wears dentures, I'm thinking. Unless you're a denture wearer and you hope your dentist can understand what you're going through, but I don't know about that one. Anyway, that's what she wrote. Okay, so this next one is from KJORN, Kajorn. Oh no, that would have been the response. The next one's KMT. My dentist says it's not brain surgery unless I slip. Well, you know, if I'm working on the sinus or something, upper sinus, like we did last week, And then went on to say, after hearing it 1,000 times, it's still weird. So, okay. The next one is from Linda Childers at Linda Childers 1. My dentist said I needed a costly crown. Sensing my shock, he muttered, maybe we can do a tiara instead, if you don't want a crown. I had never thought of that one. That's a good response, actually, for somebody's going, do I need a crown? You really? Okay, let's see. Next one. Oh, this one got a lot of responses. People put great salesmanship, and with that little touch of humor, I like it. Somebody else wrote, there's always a smartass in every profession, isn't there? They wrote, oh, I don't know how I should say that one. I probably shouldn't say that one. And, okay. This one is, let's see here. Okay. Oh, a lot of responses to that one. I don't know if not all of them are clean, so that's the problem here. Okay, here's another one. No, this one got a bunch of responses, like 15, 16. Wonder why. Okay. So anyway, I was thinking about some of the ones that I might have told people, or things that I have heard. And I think I told you one of mine is, can you just fill it? Right? That one is always a good one in my book, when people say, can you just fill it? And then I had a one that I thought was funnier than that, but I'm not finding it. Okay. Wow, no wonder this was so many pages. Okay. Somebody wrote, that's kind of adorable. Somebody else wrote, well, at least he cares, right? Personal experience, maybe? At least he got something to do with medicine. Before becoming a doctor, I worked abroad as a cleaning lady and a waitress. As a young doctor, I still earn less money. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Do you? Anyway. Okay. So somehow this person must have had a lot of followers, because they got a lot of responses. This person said, that was so cheesy I can taste it. I've never heard anybody say that. That is a very cheesy joke, and it's one that I've not heard. Okay. So, it's neat to have a sense of humor in the dental office, because let's face it, everybody's afraid when they come in, right? Everybody tells me how afraid they are. And we always we don't want to make light of a person's concerns. We're not making fun of them or making light of them, but we try to lighten the load, lighten the mood, if you will. And people seem to appreciate it. There have been a couple times when somebody mistook what we were doing or saying, and then they didn't really get the joke. They didn't really quite understand. So, but anyway, I feel like if I hear laughter in a dental office, that's a good problem. That's a good thing. And not only that, not only with us joking around with our patients, but when I'm sitting in my private office and I'm hearing my staff laugh, having a good time. Some bosses would assume, well, they must be goofing off because there's too much laughter going on. And I look at that as a positive sign that people are enjoying their job, like their job, at least don't hate it, So, okay. So let's see. What's this one say? Here's one. It says, this is from Daria B. While working delicate operations on my teeth, my dentist once was moaning how she's tired, like sleepy. How she thinks she could retire soon. She told me about her headache too. All things that make you kind of concerned in that particular situation. And that reminds me of one that I personally experienced, which is so this patient was new to me. I know what it was. That's right. I remember now. Okay, it was this woman and her son. The son was the patient, probably about 7-year-old boy, and I'd been treating her son. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. No, he's a little older. Anyway, he had a deep cavity, and I told her he's probably going to need a baby root canal. And she looked up and discovered that if she went to a dentist down the street, her insurance would pay more because I'm not on their list, kind of out of a network thing. So she decided, I think it was going to be switching dentists, yeah, because she discovered they needed all this dental work. And then the cost was like, oh my goodness. And so she started looking around and found she could go to somebody else. So she did. And on that very first visit, I guess it was a terrible experience. The dentist was talking about how her daughter had committed suicide and how she's just trying to get through it, and I mean, very despondent dentist. You don't want a dentist who is dealing with something like that. You don't want a dentist that is not focused on what they're doing for you. And not only did it make her nervous, but it definitely translated into the care her son received, because she wasn't very gentle, trying to like hold him down in the chair, and he was crying and everything. And so they called me up and said they wanted to come back, but now that they'd switched to this dentist on the list, they were told they wouldn't be allowed to. And so I told her to write a letter, tell them about the experience, and that they should be allowed to return. And if they didn't get any satisfaction, that maybe she could contact the dental board or something and see if they could help her. But after she wrote the letter, they immediately reassigned her, or released her from that listed dentist and let her come back to us. So yeah, I mean, that would be scary. I mean, people are afraid of the dentist in the first place, and so they certainly don't want to have to deal with a dentist who's not concentrating and not happily going about their business, All right, so looks like it's time to do Dr. Kvitko's question of the day. Remember, what we're doing today is we're reading responses from people who went on and did the hashtag MyWordDentist because Jimmy Fallon asked them to. Jimmy Fallon's on the NBC. He's the one that took over for Jay Leno, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, but before we do the contest, we'd like you to listen to this.
This station will not be held liable for any contesting during The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Participation in the contest allows Dr. Kvitko to record and broadcast your name and call. One winner per household. Prizes are non-transferable, cannot be substituted, and are subject to taxes and fees. This station cannot be responsible for the inability to enter the contest, whether due to equipment malfunction or telephone difficulties. All decisions of Dr. Kvitko concerning this contest or eligibility are final.
And now it's time for Dr. Kvitko's question of the day.
All right, a while back, a famous late-night talk show host asked people to share their weirdest, funniest, or most embarrassing stories about their dentist by using the hashtag MyWeirdDentist. Who was that talk show host? Was it A, Jimmy Kimmel? Was it B, Stephen Colbert? C, James Corden? Or D, Jimmy Fallon? All right, the winner's going to receive free flowers from DeSantis Florist. They'll be delivered to your place of business this Tuesday afternoon. The number to call is 614-459-9769. That's 614-459-9769. So go ahead and call now.
You won't believe it though. I wanna hear your mind, and there's nothing else in the world tonight. She said people don't take the time. Hey, people don't take the time.
Hi, I'm Keith Carlos, winner of America's Next Top Model and star of Chocolate City 2. Look for my smile on the big screen this summer, courtesy of Dr. Kvitko. Stay tuned to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of The Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. Did you know that you no longer need to visit several different dental professionals to get more complete dental care? We handle everything from cleanings and orthodontics to restoration, implants, and smile makeovers, all in my office. And now we have 2 locations. Get the most advanced technology and procedures available today. It's more complete dentistry.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
Dr. Kvitko, let's go!
Hi, this is Richard Simmons. Dr. Kvitko's here, and he's going to help you with all of your problems. Are your teeth yellow? He can fix that. Are you missing a tooth? He can put a new one in. How is that?
That's very good. Thank you, Richard. All right, we're back. We're doing Dr. Kvitko's question of the day, but I'm going to give my producer more time to... Oh, we lost the call. Okay. So if you just called and nobody answered, call back, because we had somebody we thought was on hold. Anyway, So what we're going to do, the phone lines are still open. Let me repeat the question. A while back, a famous late-night talk show host asked people to share their weirdest, funniest, or most embarrassing stories about their dentist by using the hashtag #MyWeirdDentist. Who was that talk show host? Was it Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, James Corden, or D, Jimmy Fallon? All right. The number to call is 614-459-9769. That's 614-459-9769. The lines are open. Bring that back up. And, it's ringing again. Okay, let me have him grab it. Yeah. Okay. So now, let me read you some more. This may be true or not. I don't know. This one says, I got yanked by Dr. Wank. I hope that's that's real. This dentist that pulled out my wisdom tooth is named Dr. Wank. I went home with ice packs that said, I got yanked by Dr. Wank. Is that really true? Oh, my goodness. That's weird. Okay, so let's go to the phones. We'll find out who our winner is. It looks like it is Warren. Hey, Warren, how are you?
I'm doing okay. You called me yesterday.
I did. Oh, that's right. Warren's a patient. How about that? I don't think I've ever had a patient win. That's awesome. Can we talk about what we did, Warren, for you a couple days ago?
Put in a crown and put a screw in to put an implant on later.
That's right. That's right. Hey, thanks for listening. So what's the answer?
Really shiny.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's kind of got a chrome cover plate on it, and that'll sit there for about 3 months, and then we'll put the crown on it. So, Warren, what's the answer? I'm sure you know the answer.
It's D, Jimmy Fallon.
That's right. That's right. Very cool. Okay, well, hey, you have the distinction after 580 shows of being the first one of my patients to actually call in and win the flowers. Okay?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I need you to stay on the line so my producer can get your information. Not that I don't have it in my computer system, but let's let him grab it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks for calling. All right, so now let's go back to, if you're just joining us, I'm Dr. Kvitko. This is The Reasons We Smile. It's episode number 580, and we're reading some of the hashtags that Jimmy Fallon had people call in, or tweet.
Yeah, well, I'm going to warn you right now, some of those are... Because he was just through the commercial break, and we're just kind of skimming through them, and I was like, no, we're going to be taking
Well, if
off
this
the
guy's
air.
really Dr. Wank, we can read that one.
Just make sure to quick glance, just in case, because some of these might get a little.
I get it. I see that one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Here's one that says, "Touched up my roots." This one says, "My dentist makes a chirping sound behind his mask, and then looks around like there must be a bird in the room." Here's one that says, "Once my dentist said to me, 'Your son is the laziest patient I have.' That's when I realized that he had mistaken me for my dad." Here's one. My dentist said, he said, "Brush your teeth," and yet his breath was stinky. This one says, whenever I go out of the room to press the x-ray button, I yell, "Fire in the hole." That's the dentist claiming he's saying that when he goes out to push the x-ray button. I don't think that would make people feel too comfortable. Okay, here. What's this one? It says, "When my dentist takes off my bib, he always puts on a British accent and says, 'We're the lobsters to your satisfaction, sir.'" It's nice to see that people have a sense of humor out there, right? Okay, here's one we probably can't use. Let's see, this one. Okay. Here's one. My dentist had such a hard time pulling my tooth, he asked me, "You don't happen to be hard-headed, do you?" Oh, what's this one? Let's see. Okay. He warns kids that sugar leads to cavities, but then his receptionist offers lollipops on the way out. I just got through saying I don't think dentists did that anymore. Just the doctors did. But anyway, maybe this dentist does. Here's one Linda Childers wrote or tweeted. "He claims to be the 5th dentist." Like the 5th sense or something? That's all I can think of. Maybe that one's not funny after all.
I wonder if it's like the 5th Doctor, like from Doctor Who.
Oh, got it. I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
I'm not a big one either, but that's just my shot in the dark.
Well, you're probably right, because my son and daughter-in-law are big Doctor Who fans, so I'm sure they could tell me that. Here's one. The family down the street from my house has a sign outside that says, "We don't..." Oh, I probably shouldn't read that one. About doing our business. Okay. So, okay. My mom always yells at my dentist because he never sends us those 6-month reminders to come in. But my dentist is my dad. Maybe he's trying to tell you something. Maybe he doesn't really want family in the office because they can be a pain, right? Okay, at all of my visits, my dentist asks me when my high school graduation is. I'm 24. Okay. My dentist pulled out my teeth while singing Back in the Black by AC/DC. Here's one, and I know we're going to have to go to a break here soon. Okay. My dentist plays Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd and acts like it's an accident. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I didn't even know that song existed. I've heard of it now that it was pointed out to me. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to a break. We're gonna take a little break now, and you're listening to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, episode number 580, and we'll be right back.
You can take me as I am, not just a little bit. I don't know who to be. I'm a paper cup, baby, of the sea. I know you see it too, 'cause you're too much for me.
This is Clark Kellogg. Stay tuned for more of Dr. Kvitko.
Estás escuchando con Dr. Kvitko aquí en su estación favorita.
Hi, I'm Dominique Reichert. Like what you hear? Why not use the show to promote your product or service by becoming a sponsor? Call 614-262-9588 to learn how. That's 614-262-9588. Call now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of The Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. I've been honored to help several famous people get a perfect smile, like Keith Carlos and Dominique Reigard from America's Next Top Model, and Ted the Golden Voice Williams from right here in Columbus. Isn't it time you had a celebrity smile? It costs less than you might think, and most of the time, it can be done in one visit. A new smile can make a world of difference.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
I'm Grandpa, and I go to Dr. Kvitko, and I still have all my teeth. Real ones. Where's my glasses?
Okay, we're back. We are doing weird, funniest, and most embarrassing stories under the hashtag MyWeirdDentist. That was begun by Jimmy Fallon a while ago. Okay, so let's see. Here is, okay, this young man, he posted a picture of him getting his teeth cleaned. He says, "This is what happens when your mom is a hygienist and wants to help you get ready for prom." He's all stressed out in the chair. Let's see. This one. I told my new dentist bonjour because her name was French. She saw my name and replied konnichiwa, but my name is Fernando. Okay, let's see here. Here's one. My dentist collected all of the teeth he'd ever pulled in jars that he kept around his office. I've not done that. Now, every once in a while, we'll get a request from an incoming dental student who needs teeth to practice on, and they'll come in and ask us to save them, but we don't save them. Okay, so let's see. There was this. Okay, I'm trying to find it. It was one that I read last night. It was pretty funny. It had to do with. Okay. So, I guess I do the same thing, but I do try to update it. So this dentist had apparently written in the chart that this person played soccer, but he'd been treating him since he was 7. And he goes, every 6 months I go to my dentist, and I've been going for, this gentleman was like 18 at the time he's tweeting, and he asked me about my soccer. And he goes, I haven't played soccer since I was 11. But he keeps asking me because apparently it's in his chart. So, I'll ask people, I always try to make light, so like if your name, to me, if your name is, I don't know, you know how people name their kids Sugar? Somebody might have a name named Sugar, I'll ask them if they have a brother named Spice. You know, stuff like that. And it's amazing how they've not been asked that before. So, okay, now this one says if you're experiencing pain when going to the dentist, you're going to the wrong dentist, and then that's not weird. That's the way it should be, right? That's the way it should be. So let's see here. Anyway, if you have a funny story and you want to send it to me, here's one. This we don't want to read this one. That's the problem. There are a lot of cool ones I can't read. That one refers to the time of the month. We can't do that one. So anyway, folks, I think what you're getting from this, what you're getting from this is I try to make dentistry fun. I think that everybody would agree that if you're laughing, or at least it's a pleasant experience, it's not going to be as bad. It won't be a bad memory. We can't take away the fact that it's still dentistry, but why not make it as pleasant as possible? And in some cases, we do make it pleasant. There are people that really like coming to my office because of that. I can't seem to make everybody think that way, but we try, right? We try, and it takes multiple visits to erase somebody's bad experience. And unfortunately, people tend to have these really bad experiences. And if they come on a regular basis, let's say if they come and we have a lot of dental work for us to do and we can get them healthy, well, if they come multiple times and every time it's a good visit, it's a good experience, well, at that point, they're going to stop having that anxiety. They're going to be much, much better off than if we hadn't tried. And I do have patients that started off that nervous, and so nervous that they ran out of the office before we could even do anything, literally ran out during the consultation, but then eventually came back, and we got through it. We use the IV sedation, we use the oral sedation, we use the nitrous oxide. Oftentimes it's oral sedation first, just to get somebody relaxed enough to be able to walk through the reception room door and into a dental chair. And then, of course, that also, if we are doing IV sedation, that also softens that blow, so to speak, because then they don't feel me starting the IV as readily. And then we get a lot of work done, and so it's not that many visits, but when you wake up at home in bed and you don't even remember the visit, that's a good way of having dental care, That's a really good way of having dental care. And so then they, on their own, say, after a couple visits, they say, let's just try the oral sedation this time. And we do, mixed with nitrous oxide. Then they'll say, let's just try nitrous oxide this time. And then they'll say, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see if we can do it without any. And these people wean themselves off of it on their own because they've gotten their confidence back. And if they have their confidence back, hopefully they're not going to be the ones tweeting some, bad things about their dental visits. So anyway, I think that's very, very important, and it's one of my favorite things that I do is to kind of alleviate people's fears, get them through it, and then hopefully I'm leaving. My legacy will be patients that are not afraid of the dentist anymore, because let's face it, at some point I'm going to keel over it. I'm going to die. I won't be here. But if whoever's treating my patients at that point, they're going to have a much easier time because these people won't be terrified. So that's pretty cool. Okay, looks like I'm out of time. I just realized that. So that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's at Dr. Kvitko. Visit my office Facebook page and like us. That's Dr. Kvitko and Associates. Remember that all past episodes, complete with video, are available at thereasonswesmile.com. Be sure to tune in next week and every week right here on your favorite station. Goodbye.
This is Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the hit show on VH1, urging you to tune in next week with my dentist, Dr. Kvitko.
If you're interested in learning more about this and other dental health topics, go to thereasonswesmile.com to access full episodes of Dr. Kvitko's show.
If you'd like Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist, to speak at your next event, please call 614-262-9588. That's 614-262-9588.